Donald Trump is more out of control than ever. He is more desperate than ever. He is more unhinged than ever. And he is angrier than ever. And that is coming out in all of his speeches. And it is because his crowds continue to get smaller and because they're leaving early. It's because he just got a poll out of Iowa showing Kamala Harris up 3 points and a poll out of Nevada showing her leading as well. He knows he's losing this race, and so he's lashing out, and it is exactly what he did in an implosion at his rally today in which he threatened Kamala Harris. Yes, his political opponent and the sitting vice president, he threatened in a very scary moment that we are going to get into. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really means the world to me. Now, before we get into all the mess that was Donald Trump's rally today, I got to show you the reason why he was probably so upset, his tiny little crowd right here.
And he has put a lot of effort and energy into trying to increase his margins here. I will say the turnout today so far for this event is quite thin. There is a lot of empty seats left in this arena, and Donald Trump is now supposed to speak in.
I think it's time that we break out the Barack Obama hands, the small Donald Trump rally. It's just getting worse and worse. Every rally that he's had in the past couple of days has been either half empty, or when it's kind of full, people start to leave as soon as he speaks. Donald Trump can't win, and we know this drives him crazy. It's the reason why he's melting down in this speech, the reason why he's lashing out, and you can once again see how empty this rally is when he's yelling at Kamala Harris in this clip right here.
Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired.
He is so angry. He is so aggrieved. He is lashing out all the time. And it's not just at Kamala Harris. He said something so ridiculous about Nancy Pelosi, which I guess is expected at this point, but truly just strange in this clip right here.
This was crazy, Nancy. She's such a bad one. She's already plotting a move to try and impeach him. She's a bad, sick woman. She's crazy as a bedbug. She is a crazy... remember she ripped up the paper behind me? You know, she could have gone to jail for that. You're not allowed to do that. I think Nancy Pelosi is a disgrace.
So, Donald, you're saying that Nancy Pelosi could be jailed for tearing up your speech, for tearing up a piece of paper, but the piece of paper that you stole, those classified documents, those shouldn't have you put in jail? Really? So it's you can do whatever you want with pieces of paper, but she can't? Okay. I guess I follow the MAGA logic there, which doesn't actually make a lot of sense. It never does. And speaking of things that don't make sense, my Lord, did Donald Trump get weird when he made this noise that I couldn't even decipher right here.
Lost her daughter, Mimi, same kind of thing.
You can just see how kind of freaked out the women behind him are, the strange faces. I don't know if that was like a click. He's just making sounds. It's all pouring out of him, all the anger, all the angst, all the out of controlness that is Donald Trump. And the lies, of course, were spilling out as well during this speech. Take a look at this one right here.
They created it so stupidly with screwing around with my energy policies. I had oil at $1, I thought it was 87. I was corrected by the government. It was $1.84 a gallon. Think of this. And today you're at $4 and $5 and actually going up. It's going to go up a lot. By the way, the day after the election, if something bad happens, you'll see oil at 10, 12, 15. Because these crazy people are trying to force electric cars down your throat.
Yes, gas prices are now $15. According to Donald Trump, really in touch with the everyday American. This is just like Donald Trump's bacon bit, where there was a study that found he kept increasing exponentially the amount that he claimed the price of bacon had gone up by. Now he says it's like $80 a pound. I think that no one can get bacon, and it's just he's out of touch. He's out of control. But the one thing, I guess, about the economy that he does understand is just how poorly he performed. And it's the reason why he said this right here.
I always said, I don't want to be Herbert Hoover. I don't want to be Herbert Hoover.
Donald Trump doesn't understand a lot, but he does understand that he is a historic loser in the popular vote. It's going to be 3 times pretty soon on Tuesday. He is a historic loser of jobs, and it's the reason he keeps saying he doesn't want to be Herbert Hoover, because he knows that that is exactly how history will remember him, as a big loser. A big loser. And it's the reason why he's so angry and lashing out like we see right here.
I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. You know, 1798. That's when they ran the country a little tougher than we run it today. Today, you get a little slap in the wrist when you kill somebody. You kill somebody. Oh. Now, if you fight for a fair and free election, then they throw the book at you, right? Then they throw the book because they don't like it because you're getting too close. And you know,
the policies were tougher back then in 1798. What other policies do you want to go back to, Donald? I know you're always talking about going back to when America was great. Doesn't make me comfortable that that's the time you think was great. But again, the fear-mongering never stops from Donald Trump, and the anger and the threats continue today. We saw him earlier threaten Michelle Obama, which he has been doing constantly for the past week. And then he decided to direct his attention towards Kamala Harris in a disgusting and really just scary remark that he made about her and Mike Tyson right here.
Mike's been through a lot, but he could fight. Let me tell you, that guy could fight. But can you imagine Mike? Oh, he says, put Mike in the ring with Kamala. That would be interesting.
Really? You want to see her in the ring with Mike Tyson? What is happening at this point? And why won't the media cover this? For God's sakes, Donald Trump said yesterday that he wanted to see the media get shot. Did they care? Nope. Did they cover it? Nope. Brush past it. Liz Cheney, threats against her, don't care. Threats against Michelle Obama, don't care. Threats against the sitting vice president of the United States, not just his political opponent, don't care. They don't care. They won't cover his crazy unless they're having fun with it. And we cannot allow that to happen. We have to call out how dangerous he is and also how absurd he is, because like Kamala Harris says, he is a deeply and serious man with serious consequences. And we have to call those out, because look at how much he is losing it in this clip right here.
Hey, well, you don't let this happen. Her whole life, she's against anything coming out of the ground. She likes the wind, you know, the wind. It kills all your birds. That doesn't work. That's the most.
They're killing the birds with the windmills. This is your closing argument. Kamala Harris and President Biden were able to pass the biggest investment in preventing climate change in history, and you're talking about killing birds with windmills? Kamala Harris is going to be a climate president, just like President Biden was, and you're talking about windmills? This guy is incredibly out of touch. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's all complaints. And another complaint that came up was Donald Trump talking about SNL right here.
Even Saturday Night Live, they copied. They copied. Think of that. Oh, she was great. They copied my routine. I did it a long time ago. They copied the same routine. I think I did it better, actually.
Man, oh man. Does Kamala Harris just live rent-free in that head? There's a ton of space in there, empty space. That is so, I guess she's making herself comfortable, but she stole his bit. I don't think the mirror thing that you did, Donald, was the advent of that. I don't think it was the genesis, the invention, the first time anyone had ever done that. I don't think you're necessarily a comedic genius, a genius of any kind for that reason. But this is Donald Trump's closing argument. Complaints, weird noises, birds, I guess, are becoming a topic of conversation again. Surprise, no Hannibal Lecter. But let's take a look at the other side of this election. Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania right here.
Now, Pennsylvania, the race is not yet over. Okay, we got a lot of work to do, and we have got to finish strong. So listen, we got hard work to do, but here's the thing. We like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work is joyful work. And make no mistake, we will win. 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 And one of the reasons we will win is because I do believe when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for. And We have an opportunity in this election to finally turn the page on a decade of politics that have been driven by fear and division. We're done with that. We're done. And we're exhausted with it. America is ready for a fresh start. Love you, Steve. And America is ready for a new way forward where we see our fellow Americans not as an enemy, but as a neighbor. We are ready.
That is what a closing message looks like. That is what a campaign is all about. Kamala Harris is looking forward. Kamala Harris is looking to unite. And we can see more of that, and a little bit more of that speech right here.
So, Allentown, this is it. Just one more day. One more day. One more day left in one of the most consequential elections of our lifetime, and momentum is on our side. Momentum is on our side. Can you feel it? We have momentum, right? Because our campaign has tapped into the ambitions and the aspirations and the dreams of the American people. We are optimistic and excited about what we will do together. And we here know it is time for a new generation of leadership in America. And I am ready to offer that leadership as the next President of the United States of America.
Kamala Harris wants to move us forward. Donald Trump wants to take us back. It is the clear contrast that has existed throughout this entire campaign, and with one day left, 24 hours, it's never been clear. And we have to continue to talk about it every single day, and we're going to do so on this show. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button. You can leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around at the end, you drop a blue heart in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you soon.